Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. For today's video, I want to talk about living a healthy lifestyle. And I know that living a healthy lifestyle is this general umbrella, but what does that really mean? And that's different from person to person. So today I just wanted to share my tips, my advice, what I've learned through my experience on what living a healthy lifestyle means to me and how I can make it a little bit easier and how I can create these habits and just share my tips on what I've learned throughout my journey. So for those of you who don't know, I have been on this fitness, nutrition / healthy lifestyle journey for about 4 years now. I started paying closer attention to my nutrition and what I eat and how I take care of my body when it comes to physical activity and fitness in March of 2015. So it's a little short of 4 years, and I've learned a lot throughout my journey and I learned a lot along the way. So I thought, why not share my tips and tricks and find ways to make this lifestyle easier, because at the end of the day, that is what it is. It's a lifestyle. It's not dieting for 2 months or working out consistently for 2 months and then falling off. It's a lifestyle. How can you create this balance that's going to be maintainable and it's going to be an enjoyable journey? Do you know what I mean? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. But anyway, just go ahead and keep on watching to hear my tips. One of the biggest things that I hear is what the hardest thing when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle is the fitness portion of things. I don't want to go to the gym. Doing cardio is boring. I hate lifting. I hate going to the gym. And the thing is, I'm the type of person is if I don't like something, honestly, I'm just not going to do it. Like, there are people who can literally push through and do things that they hate and somehow exceed. I'm not that person. I could never. If I don't love what I'm doing, I will not do it. So for me, the thing that I love doing, the thing that makes me passionate to be in the gym and love being at the gym is lifting. I love lifting. I love lifting heavy weights. I love being strong. I love feeling strong. And for me, that's what takes me to the gym every day. For other people, for example, my sister, she loves doing cardio. She loves being on the treadmill. She loves being on the elliptical. And her form of motivation to take her to the gym every day is cardio, is having her heart rate up. It's having that constant goal that she's trying to reach, whether it be number wise or whether it be her heart rate. And that's her motivation to go there. So my advice, and that's advice number one, to find something that you love. And oftentimes it's mistaken that fitness automatically means you have to be at the gym or you have to be doing X, Y, and Z. But that's not the case. That's not true. I'm here to tell you that that is so wrong. Fitness and physical activity is different from person to person. You can enjoy swimming and that's your form of physical activity. You can love going on a walk every night for an hour. You can love hiking, spinning, rock climbing, lifting, running. It can be a variety of different things. So for me, it's important to find what I love to be able to motivate myself to go every single day. So I think it's important to find what it is that you love. And just because this person loves something and they're always at the gym and they're always taking a spin class, that doesn't mean that you have to follow that route. It's your journey. What is it that you love that's going to take you there every single day? Do you know what I mean? Tip number 2, set a schedule for yourself. So oftentimes we put fitness and working out on the back burner. So we think, okay, well, I have so much to do today. If I have the time, I'll work out. See, I'm the type of person, if I don't work out in the morning, like, there's an 80% chance I'm just not working out that day at all, because I feel like in the morning it sets the tone for me. In the morning I'm not distracted. I don't make plans. That's the time, that's my me time. So that's the time that I go to the gym and I know if I show up, then I'm good. I'm set. It's going to be a fantastic day. For other people, and I used to be like this too, I can only work out at night. Like after 9 p.m. is my zone, is my time to work out. And I think it's important to set a schedule and to write it in your schedule so you don't miss it. Just like anything else. For example, let's say you know that you have a meeting starting from 10 a.m. and you're busy till, let's say, 10 p.m. because you know that that time block is completely filled up with things that you need to do. So you either know that you're going to have to go early in the morning to be able to work out that day, or you're going to have to be able to go after 10 p.m. And now that's where you have to be honest with yourself. Are you going to work out after 10 p.m.? Is that something that you see yourself doing, and is that something that you've done before and enjoyed? If you say no, this is not something I'm going to do, then you know that you're going to need to make time in the morning, whether that be 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 7, whatever fits your schedule, to go and work out. Because if you don't work out that morning, you are not going to work out that day. Do you know what I mean? Put it in your schedule. That's so important, because it's just as much of a priority as everything else that you're doing throughout your day. You're constantly helping other people, you're working on other projects for other people, and you owe it to yourself to have that 1 hour in the morning or 1 hour throughout the day to just work on you, to do things that you love and the things that's going to better you mentally and physically, and it's going to make you feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is your time. Take advantage of that time, grow in that time. Tip number 3, don't bring unhealthy foods home. And that's something that I struggle with a lot. So I live with my family, and sometimes they bring home donuts, sometimes they bring home chocolate chip cookies, or they bring home Brookside chocolates, which is my biggest weakness. And for me, it's like out of sight, out of mind. If I know that I'm not going to have that food readily available for me in my pantry, it's a lot less likely for me to eat that food. For example, I'm really feeling a donut, and eating fruits just does not sound appetizing to me. I just don't want to do it. I want a donut. So if I know that I don't have a donut at home, I don't have these foods that are going to take me off track of this progress that I'm making, what's the likelihood that you're gonna get up, you're gonna put on clothes, you're gonna drive 10 to 15 minutes, even 30 minutes, that whole time thinking that you're making an unhealthy decision to go get a donut. By the time you go get a donut, you'll eat the donut and come back home. It's possible, but it's not probable. Do you know what I mean? So if you don't have those foods at your fingertips, it's a lot harder for you to take in those unhealthy foods. So for me, if I'm eating at home and there's no unhealthy food, I'm striving. All my foods are healthy, all my foods are beneficial, nutritious, they're fantastic. But the second that those unhealthy foods are in my home, that's when I feel like I have to struggle with myself to make sure I don't eat those foods. So if I just don't have them at home, I won't eat them. Do you know what I mean? And that's not to say that having that donut is bad, not at all. I think that everything's within moderation, but I'm just saying that if you're trying to make healthy decisions and you're struggling with that, that's one step or one thing that you can do to hopefully help you make that healthy choice more often than not. Another tip is keep snacks with you at all time. I struggle with this sometimes because when I'm leaving the house, I just had a really good breakfast and I said, cool, I'm not gonna be hungry. I'm not hungry now, which makes me think, oh, I'm not gonna be hungry later, but it just doesn't work like that. I know that I'm going to be hungry in the next few hours, so I like to take healthy things with me and put that in my bag, because when I am super hungry, I'm not making healthy choices. I would rather go get a burger. I would rather go get a donut or a cupcake or whatever to subside my hunger. Although I know it's not nutritious, but I'm in the moment of hunger and I just want food. So I'm going to resort to eating those unhealthy foods. But if I have those healthy foods available, whether that be a banana, an apple, a small like oatmeal to go, or whatever foods that you love, and have that with you when you're hungry or you're feeling that you want something to eat, you have those things to hold you off until you have another big meal. So for me, I usually just take a banana with me, and a couple hours time I'm like, oh, I'm getting a little hungry, so then I can just have that banana instead of waiting 4 hours before my next meal and then I'm starving and I'm gonna come home or I'm gonna go somewhere and I just want something fast and easy, and I'm gonna resort to something unhealthy. Do you know? So keep snacks with you. I swear it was life-changing for me. Another tip is find what inspires you. For me, when I first started, what inspired me is watching other people work out, whether that be on YouTube. Honestly, it was predominantly on YouTube because I personally don't have a lot of people in my life who are into healthy living and kind of the workout and nutritional side of a healthy lifestyle. So for me, it's really hard sometimes to get that inspiration from people in my life. So I made it a thing where when I'm feeling unmotivated to watch a YouTube video where someone talks about eating healthy, or someone shows me new techniques of working out or trying a new workout or a new movement or whatever, because that's going to re-inspire me. And sometimes you need that extra push to have you keep on going. And if that means watching a YouTube video, that means going to the gym and trying a different class or whatever that may be, find your source of inspiration. Maybe what inspires you is that you love cooking, you love trying new things. So maybe trying to create a healthier version of whatever unhealthy thing that you didn't like. Do you know what I mean? Like, find what inspires you and what makes you want to constantly do this, because that's what's going to constantly drive you to better yourself, to always make those healthy decisions for yourself. Another tip that I have for you is to set goals for yourself. And this was something that I wish I did when I first started. When I first started, I just kind of didn't know what I want. I didn't know what I was doing or what I was doing it for. So I kind of just show up in the gym, I do my little lifts, and then I just go home and kind of repeated this cycle. But what was I wanting out of that? Did I want to gain strength? Did I want that for my mental health? Did I want that because I saw other people lifting, so I wanted to lift as well? Like, what was my reason? And so for me, I noticed a huge shift in my personality on how I am after I work out. For example, if you saw me 5 years ago, I would just get really angry about the most stupid and insignificant things, and I would constantly be so angry all the time, and like, someone come my way and I'm gonna knock you out, you know? And so when I started lifting, that was for me a release of the anger. And so anytime I'm having a bad day, whether I'm sad, whether I'm frustrated, whether I'm angry, I go and I work out, and I swear on my life, I have never left the gym feeling the same or worse than I did when I walked in. Every single time, on God, every single time I have only felt better. And for me, that's what keeps me going. It makes me feel good. It makes me a better person. It makes me grow, and that's my goal. And for me, I like to set small goals. For example, in 2 months time, I want to learn how to squat with an extra 15 pounds on my back or whatever, you know? So set those small goals for yourself, because oftentimes when you have those big goals, and those goals you know is going to take 2 to 3 years to get to, it can be unmotivating, because when you're doing it day by day, 3 years sounds like the longest time ever. But if you're doing it and you set those small goals for yourself and you reward yourself for those small goals, it just makes it fun. It makes the process so much more enjoyable, so much more satisfying. You know what I mean? So my thing is to set those small goals for yourself, so that can be a motivation for you to keep on going. And one thing that I want to say, which I mentioned earlier about, it's another tip too, about working out. For me, I love to work out in the morning. I like to wake up between 6 and 7 and go to the gym. And I don't like to think about what I'm going to be doing at the gym when I'm waking up, because I'm going to be like, oh, you know, I really don't want to lift those heavy weights. Wow, that's so many workouts. I can only imagine how tired my legs are gonna be. And now I'm starting to make excuses for myself. So one thing that I watched a video on maybe like a couple years ago or so, and that really stuck with me, is don't think, just do. Not with like life and stuff, but just in that moment specifically. When your alarm goes off at 6 a.m. or whatever time it may be, don't think of what you're doing. Don't think of what you're going to do. Get up, put on your clothes, brush your teeth, wash your face, hit the gym. Don't even think about it. And by that time, you're already on your way. So you can start thinking whatever you want, because you're already heading to the gym and you're about to do your workout. You know what I mean? So just don't think, just go. And that will make the biggest difference in you finding excuses not to show up. And that's the biggest thing. Once you show up, you got this. Is just showing up. And that's the hardest part. So that is all for my tips today. I hope you found this useful. I hope you gained something from it. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me know what tips you use. I mean, we can always grow and find things that can benefit us. Let me know what you think and what you have and what you use to benefit you, whether that be nutrition wise, whether that be a healthy lifestyle. And I know it's always going to be a work in progress. We're always going to find something that inspires us, that motivates us, that wants us to continue to do this healthy lifestyle. But also you have to understand it's a journey. So don't be harsh on yourself. If you want to indulge in that cupcake, if you want to miss the gym for a day to hang out with your friends, then do that. What's one day to the rest of your life, you know? So be gentle with yourself. Sometimes we are our worst critics. I know that I am. And just take it easy, enjoy the process, and love what you do and love how you do it, because that's the most important thing. And that's what's going to constantly motivate you. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to comment and like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.